So, I've been quoting Audrey Hepburn my whole life. She's kind of my favorite. One of my favorite quotes, and one that I use all the time, like often, is everything I learned from the movies. And I say it after I quote a movie, which is very often, instead of some original thought, I guess. I just quote the applicable line from a movie at that moment. And my husband and I both do that. That's what we do. We just stand in our kitchen and talk in movie script. So half the time, especially if we're just talking casually, or if we're talking casually, we're always messing around and joking. But the other night I said it in a more serious way because I explained how in a movie I learned how not to pick my nails because somebody in a movie criticized somebody for doing that. And I used to do it all the time because it would. And then now I'm religious about making sure my nails are clean and making sure my cuticles are intact before I am going to be with people, because otherwise I have anxiety about my cuticles sticking out and being oh my god, that's the worst looking thing in the world. And I know it's irrational, but it's there. But then I was oh yeah, so that's why I don't do that now. Everything I learned from the movies. But then it's almost as soon as I say those things out loud, then I'm oh, that's how people that are neurodivergent learned life and learned social skills. And it just solidifies to me that there's something up. And I feel very in between. I don't really have any great desire to be diagnosed, and I also don't have any benefit to it that I can find in my mind. But I also go, I'm definitely undiagnosed. That's what I feel like. The more that I research